What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Thursday, March 31st. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, @Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are for today's slate. And finally, sign up at No House Advantage, the sponsor of this video. Using the promo code Awesemo, you can get yourself $25 on your first deposit. And we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Royce O'Neal, Marvin Bagley, Zach LaVine, James Harden, and Chris Middleton on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? Time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to Donovan Mitchell. He's point guard, shooting guard eligible, 8,100. Projected for 45, the goal is 49, and he is in the optimal lineup 28% of the time. This is the benefit of taking on the Los Angeles Lakers with no LeBron James and no Anthony Davis. They are 12-point favorites. It's pace neutral, but that doesn't really matter. The Lakers' defense is atrocious. 35 minutes for Mitchell, 1.28 fantasy points per minute in this spot. 28 points, 5 boards, 6 assists, a stock and a half. You can't really beat it here. 8,100 for Mitchell to just absolutely roast the Lakers. That seems pretty okay to me. At number 4, we're going back to Saddiq Bey, small forward eligible. For some reason, still a broken price tag on FanDuel, 5,700. Projected for 32, the goal is 38. He's in the optimal lineup 29% of the time. He plays big minutes. We already know that. There's no Jeremy Grant for the rest of the year, so there's more shots to go around. He's a .94 fantasy point per minute guy in this spot, even in a pace down matchup and a 10-point underdog matchup against the Philadelphia 76ers. 23% usage for Bey, about 19 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, and a steal. I just don't think he's priced correctly. He's significantly more expensive on DraftKings, and I think he's an okay play there. At 5,700, he looks great. At number 3, we have Russell Westbrook. He's point guard eligible, 8K, projected for 43. The goal is 48.5, and he is in the optimal lineup 29% of the time. Look, there's no LeBron and there's no AD. You have to at least entertain Russell Westbrook at 8K. 34 minutes, 1.25 fantasy points per minute. If this game is even remotely competitive for LA, Russell Westbrook just has to be a part of that. He's going to flirt with a triple-double. It probably won't be the most efficient thing in the world, but 22 points, almost 9 boards, 7 assists, and a steal. It's not going to be good. Honestly, it's a tough matchup against Utah. Russ, not great when he gets to the rim, and he's facing arguably the best rim protector ever. So good luck to you on that one, Russ. But at $8,000, I'm going to be getting to quite a bit of Russell Westbrook. At number 2, we've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, small forward, power forward eligible, 11,900, projected for 60. The goal is 66, and he is in the optimal lineup 31% of the time. This is just an excellent matchup. I got him in for 35 minutes, but it's possible he plays even more if this one's competitive, just given the nature of who they're playing. 1.73 fantasy points per minute here in a relatively pace-neutral spot for Milwaukee, but it's a bad Brooklyn defense, and this one should be ultra competitive, only a 1.5-point line. And honestly, it's not like any of that matters when it comes to Giannis. 32 points on 35% usage, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2.5 stocks. This guy just fills up the stat sheet, and against the Nets, he should have a very easy time doing that. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, @Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo. Didn't work out all that well last time, but we're going back to it here. Caris LeVert, shooting guard, small forward. He is your number 1 contender for today. 5,200, projected for 33. The goal is just 36. He's in the optimal lineup 31% of the time. I gave him 34 minutes, and he's honestly playing even more than that, but this feels like the most comfortable spot as Cleveland is a 6-point dog against Atlanta. 24% usage for LeVert, so that's even lower than what you normally expect. He's a fantasy point per minute guy, or at least just slightly under it. Almost 18 real points, 5 boards, 5 assists, a stock and a half. He's just not priced correctly. You get shooting guard and small forward, which is great, but again, this is a price issue, not just an overall ceiling issue. The role that he has doesn't match the price that he has, so I'm taking advantage once again, particularly on a 5-game slate. Caris LeVert makes it work. He is your number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Thursday, March 31st. Now, there's a DraftKings version of this video around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.